Alright, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here again. I know, it's been a while. I apologise. Basically, real life has been so busy for me. It's crazy. So, this is gonna be... It's gonna be a kind of long video, so, you know, watch it when you want. Maybe in parts. But basically, this is gonna be a massive update. It's gonna be about probably 10, 15 updates all in one, because I've recorded them. I just haven't had time to edit them, and so much time has passed that I'm like, well, you don't want to just have this put out like weekly or whatever. So I made a mega super haul. So this is what this is. All right. So make sure, the usual guys, like, subscribe, leave comments down below and let me know what you think of all these titles. And yeah, I'm back on the YouTube thing now, so I'm gonna start speeding up what I'm getting out and get more and more content. So yeah. Cheers for sticking by me, and I will see you right at the end of this. So first up, we've got some box sets here. This one was very cool to find. I've never seen it, and with Network going out of business, unfortunately, these are only going to go up in price, I think. So I was very happy to find the complete series of We'll Meet Again. Like I said, I've never seen it. 4-disc release, every episode, I believe. Yeah, I was like, anytime I see a Network thing that I don't have now, I will generally pick it up if it's a good price. Just because, like I said, these are going to become very hard to get soon. Next two TV seasons, I've got season 3 and 4. The outside box is a little battered, but I'm okay with that. That is Northern Exposure. I have season 1 and season 2. Now I've got 3 and 4, which I think is everything. So that's season 3, and then that is season 4. I've never actually watched the show, but I want to complete it so I can watch the full thing and get the full effect, you see. We've got Aardman Dark Side. So this is Aardman Animations, more adult. So you've got Angry Kid, 12 episodes of that. So I used to love that back in the day. Big Jeff, 4 episodes. I don't know what Big Jeff is. Rex the Runt. I've seen the thing, but I've never actually watched the show. And A Town Called Panic, 3 episodes of that. There's also extra short stories as well on there. And a bonus Angry Kid episode called Angry Kid's Dark Side. So I look forward to rewatching Angry Kid and seeing what these others are about. I mean, Aardman Animations is fantastic. So to see more of the adult stuff they've done, be interesting. Have they done anything recently adult-wise? I don't think so. This I couldn't remember if I had or not, but I wanted to pick it up. It was £1, and that is Robin Williams live on Broadway. So this is one of his live stage shows. For £1, I am happy to buy this. Robin Williams was unfortunately one of my all-time favorite actors, comedians, and it's just nice to be able to have this and to rewatch it whenever I want. Yeah, rest in peace, Robin Williams. And then these were 3 for £1 or 50p each. I picked up this one for 50p. It's called Blood Simple. Never heard of it, but it looked interesting. It looked like an old 80s thriller of some kind. So for us, by Ethan Coen and Joel Coen. And then part of a 3 for £1, I got On Golden Pond. I got this purely because I seen Katharine Hepburn, Henry Fonda, and Jane Fonda. I know nothing about the movie. 3 really good actors, so it could be good, maybe. Then I got this one called Norman. I thought it looked interesting. I picked it up because Richard Gere, again, if you've watched my past videos, you know I like Richard Gere. I think he's a great actor. Steve Buscemi is in this as well, in a more serious role, which is nice. And Michael Sheen as well, so could be decent. And then the final one in that offer I got was Win Win. It's got Paul Giamatti. Love Paul Giamatti. But it looks like it's about an American high school kid in a wrestling coach, like Olympic style wrestling. I don't know. Again, I picked it up for Paul Giamatti. So, and then also from Bernardo's, I got these box sets. Now these were all priced at £2 each, which I thought was absolutely mental. But I thought, well, for £2 each, I'll get them. Now this, I believe I already own. I need to double check. I know I've definitely got the Pacific, but not 100% sure on Band of Brothers. It's actually probably right behind me there, actually. But yeah, I need to check. It's a fantastic series. For £2 for it on Blu-ray, definite pickup. And then this one was brand new, which is crazy. From ITV Studios, all 28 episodes plus the movie of Rising Damp. I mean, for £2, how am I going to say no to that? Classic British comedies. Yeah, that's it. Any classic British comedy I'll pick up, because it's a time where comedy was completely unhinged and I love it. And then I picked up this again for £2. It Ain't Half Hot, Mum. Look at that, £2. That's mental. And I've never actually watched this, but I've heard great things. BBC comedy series. Yeah, again, another old comedy series. Like I said, if they're a good price, I'll pick them up if I don't own them. And then this was just absolutely mental. So this is seasons 1 to 4. That's 19 discs. Again, for £2. And that is The Unit. Now, I'm pretty sure I've got at least 3 seasons of this. So basically, this will replace the separate box set. Save me some space, because it's a bit slimmer. And just looks a bit nicer as well, doesn't it? But I've never actually watched this. Again, I've seen trailers. I've seen little snippets. It looks good. I like anything like this. So it's definitely one I was going to pick up for £2. Brand new and factory sealed as well. Mental. Absolute mental. And then the final shop, and the place where I found that 4K, was the St. Peter's Hospice store. So I'll show you what else I picked up. I picked up 5 titles in total there, including the 4K. So the first thing I picked up for 49p has Martin Sheen in it. It's called The Way. I've never heard of it. So this must have been one of his more recent movies. Looks like a backpacking movie. So maybe he's trying to figure out his life, or some sort of pilgrimage or something, looking at it. I mean, Martin Sheen. I'm going to watch it, aren't I? And then another Richard Gere movie. I'm picking up a lot of his lately. The Hoax. I know nothing. It's got a dude to play Dr. Octopus as well. I always forget his name. What is his name? I don't know. But yeah, 49p, Richard Gere movie. And then for 99p, I picked up Sherlock Gnomes. I mean, I like Romeo and Juliet. So I thought, why not? For 99p, it's worth a pickup, surely. Includes a free colouring sheet. Might not be in there anymore, though. And then brand new factory sealed for $2.99, Brothers and Sisters Season 3. So I've got a few of these now, slowly filling in the gaps. I've heard it's a really good series, and it's one I've been meaning to watch for a while. I remember watching a few episodes back in the day when it was on TV, and I think I remember enjoying it. So for $2.99, add it to that collection and give it a shot. So the moment you've all been waiting for, guys, that 4K that I picked up for $1.99. Let me see. There it is, 4K Ultra HD. So this is a movie I watched a long time ago when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since, so I look forward to rewatching this. I'm rewatching it in 4K, and that is Smokey and the Bandit. Now, I wasn't 100% on the price on this one, because I looked at it and I was like, is that $1.99 or is that $11.99? I was like, I don't know. I better ask. So I asked the staff. I didn't ask the volunteer. I asked the staff, because the staff's generally the one that prices things. And she told me it was $1.99. So I was like, okay, fine. Thank you. Perfect. So yeah, it's there's no Blu-ray. It's just a 4K. But for $1.99 for a 4K, I mean, you can't go wrong. And I'm pretty sure this one didn't come out that long ago either. So I was ecstatic to find this at that price. Very happy. Hopefully I haven't used all my luck and I can still find more stuff. But yeah, as you see, guys, I do find some great stuff. Maybe because I spend a lot of time going through charity shops. Best way to do it, guys, it really is. So it turns out these titles are actually all from various St. Peter's Hospice charity shops throughout Bristol. There's about 4 or 5 different ones I go to, because they're all quite nicely located for me. So we'll go through this now. The first title I've got stars Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. in Only You. Never heard of it. Looks like a nice little romantic film. Maybe a rom-com, or just romance in general. But I love Marissa. Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic. So this was a pickup for sure. And then we've got a horror title that I've never heard of. It's called The Pond, and I bought it because the cover looks quite creepy. Like some dude like sat on a throne with a load of twigs coming out his head. Yeah, so it looks like it might be some sort of like folksy horror type thing, maybe. Don't know. Let me know if you've seen it. It's quite recent by the BBFC logo. So and then we've got TV season I picked up here. This is season 3 of Spiral. So this is called Spiral Engrenages. That's a word. Engrenages. Yeah, never actually used that word in my life. This was $1.49 because St. Peter's Hospice generally go on a pricing structure of, for their DVDs anyways, 49p per disc, like 49p, 99p, 149. So this was $1.49 because it's 3 discs. The other 2 were 49p each. Then I got this. I got it because I recognize a couple of the people in it, and it's about horses. Dream Horse. Yeah, about horses. About a horse race. Yeah, I mean, I recognize Tony Collette, I think is how you pronounce it. Oh, what's his name? The ginger dude. That guy. He's been in a lot of stuff. Can't remember his name, but I recognized him. I was like, and then we've got a Chinese film? No, Korean film. Typhoon. I don't know. I had never seen it, but it looked cool. 2-disc edition. It says Bond-style action could give 007 a run for his money. I don't know. I find that the Asian putting everything together in Asian movies in general, especially when it comes to their action movies, very good and usually well choreographed. So it's worth a shot. And then we got Glorious 39. Yeah. Again, I don't know about this film, but what dragged me to it is I saw David Tennant there in the back, which is cool. And then I looked and you got Bill Nighy as well. This is with Christopher Lee. Yeah, actually, Christopher Lee's on the back too. So, yeah, I don't know. Glorious 39, it could be good. I always say that. And then we got BBC, I think it's a film. 90 minutes, I'm presuming a film. Lady Chatterley's Lover. Chatterley don't sound right. We'll go with Chatterley. Lady Chatterley's Lover. Yeah, it's got guy who plays Stark. Rob Stark. His name's on there. Richard Madden in it. So, he's a good actor. We'll give him a shot. This was really cool find. I was very happy to find this. 49p. I've spoken before about the my need to get the tartan Asian extreme stuff. Every time I see one, if I don't have it, I'll pick it up. And this is a film called Infection. I don't know anything about it. Apparently this is from the creators of the Ring trilogy, The Grudge, and Dark Water. 3 great films. Well, trilogy plus you know what I'm saying. And this is really cool. I like the slip cover. Like the slip cover is like a plastic separate thing, and then it goes just all black. Very cool. But yeah, I'll always pick up the tartan Asian extreme stuff. Always. And then I got BFI release here. This was cool to find for 49p. I've not seen this version. I've seen a different French version that came out a few years ago. But I've not seen this one. This is, and I'm going to butcher this. So if you're French, I apologize. This is La Belle et la Bête. La Belle et la Bête. Or Betty. It's Beauty and the Beast. But this is the old black and white version. So yeah, like I said, I've never seen this. Something I've always wanted to watch because, like I said, I've watched other French versions, but I've not seen this one. So give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. And then this one, Into the Wild. It just looked cool. I recognize that dude. I know he is. But I did see William Hurt's name up there as well. So it's like, okay, give it a shot. And then we've got Cine Asia release. Again, Cine Asia is a distributor. I said that weird, didn't I? Distributor. Yeah, that's better. That I'll pick up if I haven't got it. Ghost Game. Looks cool. 11 contestants. Only one will survive. One of the most controversial horror movies ever made, apparently. So let me know if you've seen it. And is it that controversial? I don't know. And then Steve Martin in Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Steve Martin, he's hilarious. Again, another one I've not actually seen. I know this is on Blu-ray, I believe, but like I said, I haven't seen it. So for 49p, I'll give it a go. If I really like it, then there's always the option to upgrade without losing too much money, you see. This is the advantage of DVD, guys. Just one of many. This I thought I had, according to my app that I use to keep track of my collection. I don't have this, so I bought it. Once We're Warriors. Now I always say this now, but I can't talk. I always say this title wrong usually. Usually I say Once We Were Warriors, but it's not. It's Once We're Warriors. We're Warriors. Where? This one. Jesus, wet Dave. I picked up Tideland. Another one I don't know much about, but it looked different. I've heard alright things from it, so it's worth a shot. And then we got this little horror movie that I've never seen, but it's got David Carradine in, so that surprised me. This is called The Last Sect. It's a vampire movie. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that guy looked quite cool, with David Carradine. So I thought, well, makeup might be alright then. Maybe some decent makeup in this one. We'll give it a go. And then there was another Tartan Asian Extreme movie, so very happy again. Another one I didn't have. Again, I know nothing about this. This is a movie by, I'll butcher the name, An Byung-ki, called Phone. Like I said, I know nothing about this. I recognize the name An Byung-ki, so I feel like I've watched something by them. I don't know. See, I'm trying to remember this stuff. This was a cool find. Violent Cop. Now this dude, I can't remember the guy's name. It's hard enough for me to remember English names, so when it comes to foreign names, it's even harder. But he has been in loads of stuff I've watched, this guy. So, and then we got a Tartan DVD, The Triplets of Belleville. It's animated film. I don't know. The animation style looks a bit weird. But I thought 49p, I'll check it out and see what it's like. And then this one, I think, let me check. Is this I want to say a Hindi release? Where's the languages? What it says Film Bangkok, so maybe it's not. Oh no, it's definitely foreign. Based on a true story apparently, called Bang Rajan. Yeah, I know nothing about this one. It just looked really cool. Bang Rajan. Whoever Rajan is, he's getting banged. And then I picked up this title. This is called Arahan. My accent is not helping me today. Arahan. Yeah. It's got someone in called Rio Seung-bum, who was in Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Stephen Chow from Kung Fu Hustle, and Ryu Seung-wan from No Blood, No Tears. Yeah, there was a lot of Asian releases actually. The Evil Cult. I know you can't see the word evil, but it's behind the sticker. Yeah, I don't know. It looked cool. Looks like some sort of martial arts movie. I'll take it. Then we got a horror movie here. This is called Haunting of the Winchester House. Now, I presume it's got nothing to do with the Winchesters, as in, like, you know, supernatural. It's a different kind of supernatural. Apparently, it's 3D. It's got no 3D glasses in, and my TV don't actually go 3D anyway. So, I don't know. But I give it a shot. And then the final title I picked up here, guys, is April Fool's Day. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a remake of the older version. Yeah, because this was 2008. So, and it's got him. I forgot his name. He plays J.R. Jr. in the Dallas reboot that they did a few years ago. Don't know. Could be good. I like little thrillers like this, so worth a shot in my eyes. First thing I picked up, this was £1, brand new factory sealed. This is an audience with Kenneth Williams. You might know Kenneth Williams from the Carry On movies. He is fantastically funny, and I've never seen this live show, so I'm looking forward to this. It's also, I believe, got a bit extra on here as well that's not been released on DVD before, so really cool. I look forward to watching this. And then this Bernardo store does 3 for £1 or 50p each on their single DVDs. So I got 3 lots of the 3 for £1, and I got 1 extra DVD. I couldn't find Never 2 to put with it, unfortunately. But we got The Color of Paradise. I don't know, it looked like almost like Sound of Music type thing, really. So I don't know what this is about. It just looked really interesting. I thought, I'll pick it up. This is the problem when you get offers, you see, as well, is that you have to make up these offers. I got a film with Nick Nolte called Mother Night. I don't know, it's obviously about the Nazis, hence he's got a Nazi armband, but I don't know anything about it apart from that. So let me know, guys, have you seen this film, and is it worth watching? And I picked up a film with James Franco called Howl. Yeah, I don't know, this one was from a little bit ago as well. It's also got John Hamm in it as well. Who, in my eyes, in his younger days, definitely could have been a Batman candidate, a Bruce Wayne candidate there. Wasn't to be, sadly, but yeah. And then an artificial eye release called The Selfish Giant. So this is about 2 young boys working as scrap merchants and their massive ass big stallion horse. You know I like my horse films if you've watched my videos, so you know I was going to pick this up. Another film called The Last Bus. Doesn't sound riveting. Of course, but it's got Timothy Spall in it, and I do like Timothy Spall. He's been doing a lot more of these types of movies recently. Well, ever since he stopped Harry Potter, finished with Harry Potter. So, and then I've got a season here, a season called The Legacy. I don't know anything about it. It's Danish. It's from the makers of The Killing and Borgen. Borgen. B-O-R-G-E-N. Borgen. That one. So it was on Sky Arts apparently. This is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while. I don't own it for some reason, and I've never seen it, but I've always wanted to watch it. And then after watching The Joker, and people said like it was kind of like a little bit of a throwback to it. I got The King of Comedy with Robert De Niro. It's the first time I've actually seen this out in the wild in terms of in a charity shop as well. So I look forward to diving into this and seeing what this movie's like. Then we got some Mads Mikkelsen. I do like Mads, and this film is called After the Wedding. I don't know. It got nominated for an Oscar apparently. So I presume it's some kind of good. Let me know, guys. And then we got Sally Hawkins and Steve Coogan in The Lost King. Again, I don't know. Sounds very British. That's all I do know. And then to finish it off in Bernardo's, I picked up a film called Small Faces. I picked this up because I've never heard of it. And I noticed this guy right back here. There's a better picture of him there. Now, I was trying to figure out who it was. And I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. And then it clicked. He played Raph in Holby City. Yes, I did watch Holby City. All right, don't judge me. It was a fantastic show. Should never have ended. BBC did a right fucking stinker by ending that. But yeah, so then it was him. I was like, okay. So I thought I'd pick it up because I've never seen anything else that he's been in. That's what I do, guys. That's what I do. And that is Pet Sematary for 99p. This is the remake. Now, I hear you cry, but David, didn't you pick this up on DVD a little while ago? I did, for 49p, but I still haven't watched it yet. So that DVD that's in one of my sleeves now will come out, go back into a case, and it'll go to a charity shop, and then I'll keep this one for 99p, and then they can resell that one. So you see, it's like the physical media charity shop circle of life. Really, I should get some sort of like cool thing. Donate DVD, buy DVD, upgrade DVD, donate DVD, buy DVD, upgrade it. See, so it's like a whole big thing. No, just me. All right, but yeah. So I will watch this eventually. I love the original. The original scared the shit out of me as a kid. So I'm interested to see what this one will be like. And we got season 2 here for 49p, and that is Whitechapel season 2. I've heard good things about Whitechapel. I've never seen it, so eventually I'll get them all. 49p, we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now this was the original from 1974. I've seen this one once, I believe. I've seen like the remakes and the more recent versions a lot more. So I can finally dive back into that one, which will be good. And then I've got here, this is brand new and factory sealed. This is called Two-Lane Blacktop. So again, I know nothing about this one. I had a look at the synopsis when I was in the store. It's about like two friends who basically, it's like a road trip movie. But it's not comedy, it's like a more serious movie. It just sounded interesting, so I thought, well, I'll give it a go. I was surprised I didn't own when I looked it up, and that is Fever Pitch. So this is a football fan movie, basically, yeah, but also comedy as well, and it's basically about a guy's love for his football and his ever off. So. And then we've got a film called Lawless Heart. Bill Nighy again, and again, I don't know anything about it, but I pick things up for the cast a lot of the time. This one, again, I picked up for the cast, and it's got a great cast. Colin Firth and Emily Blunt in Arthur and Mike. So this is going to be a romance film. That's it. It's a romance film with those two. This one I've never seen. It's got Liam Neeson and Laura Linney in, and that is called Kinsey. It'd be nice to watch a Liam Neeson movie that doesn't involve him killing people or taking people out or anything. Because I haven't seen one like that for a while from him. So that would be cool. And then the final one I got was Midnight Man with James Nesbitt. So this is... Was this a TV series? I feel like this was a TV series. ITV DVD. It's either a TV series or a special. James Nesbitt's pretty good. So bearing in mind these were all 49p each, apart from one of the Blu-rays, I believe. Double check as we go through. Got a film called The Beast. So this is about, it's a war film based in Afghanistan. I had never heard of it before. I recognised Stephen Baldwin, of course, and this was got Stephen Bauer as well. That's all I know. That's all I knew. So if you've seen this, guys, do let me know down below. And then we picked up a Robert Redford film. Now, this just looked really, really cool. And it's got Brad Pitt in it. A very, very young Brad Pitt. And that is A River Runs Through It. Yeah, look how young he is there. It's literally, must be like very, very early 20s. Because this movie actually came out the year I was born as well, 1992. I know, I'm old now. If you see my short, you'll know how I feel about that. No, I am a big Scooby-Doo fan, so I love all the animated Scooby-Doo stuff, especially the older stuff, which is the better stuff. Fuck the Velma series. No one needed that, no one wanted that, no. To be honest, no one wanted this either, but I thought I'd pick it up for 49p and give it a try. Scooby-Doo, The Mystery Begins. I know... that's what Robbie Amell, Stephen Amell's brother, the guy who plays Arrow, also in Hills, which is a series I need to watch. And I'm pretty sure she was from Lemonade Mouth, I think. So yeah, I'll give it a go. Like I said, I'm a Scooby-Doo fan, so if it just at least kind of sticks to the normal Scooby-Doo vibes, it should be watchable. And then I picked a Fantastic Voyage. Yeah. So sci-fi movie. Stephen Boyd, Donald Pleasance, and Raquel Welch. Yeah, I don't actually know much about this one, if I'm honest. I know it's I think it's a little bit of a classic. So let me know if you've seen this, guys. Then I picked up a Julie Andrews film. Also has Rock Hudson as well. But you know, Julie Andrews is one of those actresses. I will pick up her films, like, all the time, because she's that good. And this is Darling Lily. Never seen it. I don't know anything about it. Musical. I love my musicals, so give this one a watch. Then I got some classic... Can I call this classic Disney? How old does something have to be classic Disney now? I mean, this film is Man of the House. Now, I'm pretty sure this might actually be older than me. So if that's the case, does that signify you can call something a classic? Like, what's the date now? Because back when I was born, I would be calling like 1940s, 1950s movies sort of classics. So that's like 30, 40 years, you know, before you were born. So now we're in 2023. Does that make 80s and 90s classics? Let me know. Then I got this movie because it looked interesting. It's called Sweet Revenge. Yeah, it's got someone called Bridget Bako and Greg Evagun and Richard Grieco of EastEnders fame. So it's got a guy who was in EastEnders. I don't know, it just looked really, really interesting. It's like a revenge film. You got a car explosion on the back. Make a choice, save your family, or run with the money. It's an interesting choice. And then I got this. It's called Strangers with Candy. Strangers with Candy. This is the hysterical tale of Jerry Blank, a 47-year-old ex-con junkie who decides to return home after 32 years to find her father has slipped into a self-induced coma brought on by her disappearance. But it definitely looks like a comedy, so we'll give it a shot. Then we got this one. This is Awkward Sexy People. Again, I don't know this. I've never seen it. Adam Pally and Sarah Burns. I recognise the name Sarah Burns. Then we've got a Drew Barrymore movie. Also got someone in called Angelica Houston. This is Ever After, a Cinderella Story. Oh, wait, is that Angelica Houston? If that's her, then she's been in lots of stuff. Yeah, I'll watch anything with Drew Barrymore most of the time. And then I got a Sandra Bullock film I didn't know existed. It's got Dennis Leary in as well. It's called Stolen Hearts. So obviously when she was quite young. Don't know, some sort of rom-com by the looks of it. Give it a shot. And then a film put out by Curzon, Artificial Eye. This is called, I have to read it outside, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It looks like a lesbian love story. Sorry, that's not the first time I've said that in my pickup, so I must have other lesbian love stories. There aren't naughty videos. These are proper videos. And then a film called Ammonite. 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 Again, it's a love story. Actually looks like another lesbian love story. So someone must have donated these at the same time. That's what I generally find with charity shops is you'll find nothing or you'll find a lot of stuff because one person has donated a load of stuff. So if you like one of the movies, they kind of like, a lot of the time you like other ones as well. So I got a film called Next Goal Wins, football movie. This is about what country is it? Pacific Island? Yeah, the Pacific Island of American Samoa suffered a world record 31-0 defeat at the hands of Australia, garnering headlines across the world. It's the worst football team, and it's a story about their comeback. Okay. I mean, they're not very relevant today, so it couldn't have been that much of a comeback. Hot chocolate. I've heard of this, but I've never seen it. So, I thought I'd give it a shot. And then we've got The Honeymoon Killers. Again, I've never seen this. This is an older movie, black and white. It's based on a true story, apparently. One of the most bizarre episodes in the annals of American crime. Then we've got a Blu-ray. The Fall of the Essex Boys. This was 99p. I've got a couple of the Essex Boys movies. Not this one. I think there's still one more I need. So, I haven't watched any of them yet, of course, because I haven't got them all yet. And then I managed to find a load of horror stuff from another St. Peter's Hospice. I did really well this time. This is a film I was going to get on Blu-ray at one point, and then I didn't bother because I forgot about it. So it's 49p on DVD, so I can give it a watch, and then if I like it, I can upgrade it for like, I think it's like probably second-hand, get about for £4, something like that now. That's the Atticus Institute, and of course with Halloween coming up, all these horror movies that I'm about to show you really help. I've got a ton I haven't watched, so I might do a video on that too. Then we got a title put out by After Dark. I do like After Dark. They put out some cool stuff. This is Rogue River. Never seen it. Looks interesting. Don't know what it's about. But with After Dark, if I don't have it, I'll pick it up. I know they're like budget movies, but with budget horror, sometimes you can get away with it. Then we've got Paranormal Experience. Yeah, again, I don't know. Definitely a budget thing. See, and this is one thing. There was who was it? I can't remember, on Facebook. A guy was asking like, how do horror movies get their audiences? So it's all about like the community, especially in the horror community. But I also said it's different with the horror media compared to like, for example, like comedy. Doesn't have the same stuff. So you get a lot of smaller independents like doing reviews for films. Like you've got like Scream Magazine, which I know isn't the smallest, puts a review on stuff. On here you've got Fright Fest, Little White Lies. So people, it's very, very different. It's the one genre that actually has a separate community, apart from the superhero stuff, but that's different. Yeah, people share shit. Midnight Movie. I don't know, it looked interesting. Did look interesting. And we've got Unspeakable. Again, I don't know. It's got Dennis Hopper in it, Lance Henriksen, Dina Meyer. Could be good. This isn't horror, but this is Keanu Reeves, and this is Siberia. I don't know, he looks like he's doing his John Wick stuff in Siberia. So without so much of the action, so... we've got The Counterfeiters, set in World War II, Nazis. And we've got a Norman Wisdom film. This is Early Bird. I've never actually seen this one, so I look forward to watching it. And then this I picked up because I like my animal films. If you don't know by now, you should, because of all my past pickups. This is Duma. It is about a kid who makes friends with a cheetah. Sounds great. And then we've got Cradle Will Fall. Now, I thought I had this, but according to my collection app, I don't. So we'll see. But yeah, this looks like creepy kids, creepy mother, creepy everything. No, thank you. Then a film called Shiver. It does look very bootleg. It's a nice shiny... Well, it's a bootleg, a B-movie. Nice shiny cover there. Yeah. It's saying, like, see that? There we go. Planet Fury. An energetic cult horror. Who the... It's Planet Fury. I've never heard of him. If you're Planet Fury, let me know who you are. And then the final title here is A Demonic Tale, The Occult in Ouija, The Devil's Game. Now, I will watch a Ouija movie. I will not go near a Ouija board. I will not touch one. I will not talk to one. I will not have one in my house. Fuck that shit. I don't believe either way. I'm not messing with that shit. I will watch movies though. Now, this is very, very, very cool. This is something I've wanted to get for a long time. I've not got it due to just at the time, so it wasn't the right time to buy it, but my brother finally bought it. I'm already halfway through reading it, so this was a present I received, and this is volume 1, the deluxe edition of Berserk. Now, the camera's not showing it very well, but as you see, look at that. That is very cool. It's a very nice hardback book, Berserk deluxe edition. Let's see, look at that. If I show you, there we go, there's a page. There's a page. And look at that artwork. Absolutely beautiful. It's a story of Guts going through and basically just annihilating a load of like demon fucking things. Like I said, I'm only halfway through this, so I've still got a lot to learn about the story. But highly recommend. Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again, all right? If you're into physical media, so like movies, TV shows, right? Or you're into reading in general, the next logical step to take you further on your physical media journey is things like manga and comic books. They are a visual medium. You have pictures, you also have words, and you'll be surprised how much of the media you consume is actually based off comic books and manga. So highly recommend checking it out. Give it a go. What have you got to lose except picking up another habit? I have maybe 1 too many habits, maybe 4 or 5 too many habits, but that's me because I cycle through habits like a crack whore or something, I don't know. So I also was bought by my brother. So these are the first 3 volumes. This is a recent manga, which is actually coming out as an anime next year as well. So it's a good time to jump on it. This is volume 1, 2, and 3 of Kaiju number 8. So look at that, how sick is that? So this is about a kaiju fighting force, so like a task force, where one of the task force members becomes a kaiju, and then he still wants to kill kaijus, but now his team want to kill him, and there's a whole thing. I haven't read through these yet because I'm reading Berserk at the moment, but really cool. I wonder if I can share a little bit of artwork without ruining the story for myself. Yeah, just look at that, see? Beautiful. And don't forget, these are read from right to left, which is why the spine is on the other side that you would expect it to be. But really cool stuff, guys. Like I said, if you haven't already, pick up a comic book, pick up a manga, and get reading, man. You won't regret it. You really won't. Next up, we have... So I went on to eBay because I saw a couple of movies on there. They were an offer from Music Magpie. So like buy one, get 40% off one. So I found a few DVDs. So these 6 cost me like £10 delivered, which for me, it's a good deal. They're all horror titles. So I'm looking forward to watching it. So this is one that set me off because I saw someone I subscribed to uploaded it to YouTube actually, but I don't like watching stuff on there. So I found it on eBay, and that's how I found the deal. And that is for a film called The Lost Coast Tapes. Now this is a movie about Bigfoot. Yeah, it's a movie about Bigfoot. It's done in first person, so like shaky cam. What's it called? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, yeah, give it a watch. I love stuff like this. And then I found some other bits. So I picked up The Helpers, which trailer looked really interesting, about people staying in a motel. And then they get kind of abducted, except kidnapped. They're in the same place, but they get tied up and shit, tortured, and they got to fight for their lives. So yeah, sounds interesting. And then this one, Boar. It's got the guy in out of Wolf Creek. You know, the main bad guy. I think he's a good guy in this one. And yeah, again, it looked cool. The trailer made it look cool, made it look fun. You know, a big crazy hog on the run. And it reminded me of another movie I've got in my collection I haven't watched yet, called Chaw, I think it's pronounced, C-H-A-W, which is I want to say Japanese, but it could be Korean, movie about a giant hog. So maybe I'll watch them both this year and do a comparison. This I've been wanting to watch for a while. A lot of places it's called just Late Phases. This is Night of the Wolf, Late Phases. Looks like a really cool werewolf movie. And I love practical effects, which is what they're going for on this one. So I really look forward to watching this one this year. I will definitely get to this. But yeah, let me know if you've watched any werewolf movies yourself that you really like. Because I feel like it's one genre that we need more of, but we need more of with better budgets. Let me know what you've seen. And then I've got number 1 on Blu-ray, and I've watched it and I really enjoyed it. And this is Feast 2. I believe it's also called Feast 2 Sloppy Seconds. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, so I thought the second one's on offer. It's not on Blu-ray over here, so give it a shot on DVD. If I really like it, I can always import the Blu-ray. And then we've got this, which I watched the trailer and it freaked me out because it's about a kid and the tooth fairy. Now, I don't like pain in my mouth at all. Very reluctant with the dentist because he hurts me. That sounds like a little bit of a weird confession, doesn't it? But this is fairy tale. So, yeah, it's about the tooth fairy, except the tooth fairy isn't a good person. And it's about a kid. The trailer showed, like, the kid buying other people's teeth so the tooth fairy could come, and then it was raining bloody teeth at one point in the house, and I was like, okay, let's watch it. But yeah, it looks cool, so I gave it a shot. It probably freaked me the fuck out, but that's okay. And then the last two things we got, guys. So this was the last present my brother got me, physical media related, that is. And I've been wanting this for a while again, and I haven't got it yet because we're still watching our way through Dragon Ball Super. Now you'd be like, Dave, why haven't you finished that yet? It came out ages ago. The reason is because Dragon Ball Z, right, me and my brother watched together growing up, all right? So when Dragon Ball Super comes out, we were like, we're going to watch that together, you know? Old times, childhood memories and all that shit. Being an adult means you don't have so much time to do that stuff you want to do like that. So we're finally getting through it. I finally finished season 9 out of 10 with my bro. So we've got one more season to go, and then we can watch the Broly movie, which I have on Steelbook as well. And then we can watch this Dragon Ball Superhero. Not the most inspiring title, but it looks really cool. I'm happy that Gohan and Piccolo have finally got another fucking power up because they were lacking behind so much and it annoyed me. Piccolo is like my favorite character. Probably Vegeta, actually, he's almost on par with him. But yeah, it's fantastic series in general with Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, and fuck Dragon Ball GT haters. It's amazing. Yeah, I look forward to watching this. But Gohan, just look at Gohan there, man. Look how strong he is. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Dave. And this final one is a present I got myself. Now, if you remember back a few pickups ago, you'll know that I picked up from Amazon. So we're not really picked up, but got delivered the German media book version of this film. So you'll know, if you watch that, exactly how much I love this film. It's one of my favorite films of all time. It might not be the best movie of all time, but it's one of my favorites, and I will watch it again and again and again. And it's just put together so well. I love everything about this movie. So when this came out in the UK, I was like, all right, you know what? I've probably overpaid for this because it's 35 quid. But I wanted it in my collection and I didn't want to miss out. And that is the Bloodsport 4K Ultra HD Steelbook. Fucking A. Now, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Kind of annoyed me that I got the German media book because the media book has also come out in English as well. But you know, what can you do? But this, I'm so happy to have. The J card looks cool. Look at Bolo Young there. Proper bad guy. That's what I miss. It's proper bad guys. Not these ones that you need to connect with and feel sorry for. Oh, he's a bad guy, but he's doing it for the right reason. No, this guy was an absolute bastard, and I love it. Brilliant. We need more of that. Listening movie people that make movies, writers, we need more of that. Not that you'll be watching this, but yeah, Bloodsport 4K Ultra HD Steelbook. Very happy to have in the collection. Got Mission Impossible Fallout on Blu-ray. I'm trying to remember, did I already pick this one up now? I don't think I've seen it actually looking at it because Henry Cavill's in it and I don't remember seeing that. So I don't think I've double dipped, luckily. So that's good. See, that's always going to be a thing, isn't it? Because of how much I pick up. Potentially, there's double dipping around. This one was 99p. Oh, that one I should say, I can tell that's a Bernardo's label. When you do it enough, you know the label. It's St. Peter's Hospice. This was 99p because it's brand new, factory sealed as well. Summer in February on DVD. Really good cast, actually. Dan Stevens, Dominic Cooper, and Emily Browning. So that could be really good. And then I've got Polaroid, just in time for this Halloween season where I'm doing my 31 days of Halloween or 31 days of horror, whatever you want to call it. I call it both. So I can watch this one. That was £1 from Bernardo's. 49p from St. Peter's Hospice. Primal. I feel like maybe I might have bought this again. So I'll have to double check. Anything that I do find is a double will just go back to a charity shop. Because I'm a nice person like that. From Bernardo's. Jeffrey. It's got Patrick Stewart, a very saucy looking Patrick Stewart there. Yeah, Steve Webber as well, and Sigourney Weaver. So Yeah, I've never heard of it, guys. Let me know. And then Keeping Up with the Joneses. I feel like this is a remake of a previous one, but the cast, Zach Galifianakis, I can never pronounce his name, John Hamm, Isla Fisher, and Gal Gadot. So, then we've got Colin Firth in Valmont. Again, never seen it. It looks like a period piece. This is very cool. This is volumes 1 to 6 of Tom and Jerry. This is the kind of cartoons I grew up with, guys. And the kind of cartoons that kids these days should still be watching, if I'm honest. Really, really cool stuff. And then this is Antimatter, put out by Kaleidoscope. Don't know. It looks weird. Looks interesting. Some sort of techie thing, but then it's got a monkey, or at least monkey mask. I don't know. Then we have, oh, I almost picked this up the other day. Good thing I didn't. Storks for 99p on Blu-ray. I like my animated movies, you know. This looks fun. £1.49. Death in Paradise, season 9. I've got most of these seasons now. And we've got The Miseducation of Cameron Post. I'm like 99% sure I've already got this because obviously I forgot about this one. War of the Worlds, but not one I know. A different version. On to the next bag. So for bag number 2. Oh, and first thing I pull out of here, they don't have prices on, so I don't know how much they were. But I got 4 PS4 games. We've got Kingdom Hearts 3. I have yet to play this, so that was a good shout. This is cool. Back to the Future, the game by Telltale, is it? Yeah, Telltale Games. So looking forward to that as well, because I really liked done The Wolf Among Us. That was really, really good. I've still got the Walking Dead one to play through, actually. Avengers, yeah. Mixed things I've heard, and Mad Max. Yeah, some more games to keep me occupied. To be honest, I've got a lot of games I just haven't got around to playing yet. But when I see them cheap, I pick them up because I'm like, I want to play that. Just not had the chance yet, so. And then got a boatload of DVDs here. These look like they are pretty much all John Wayne or Westerns. So I know I've got a lot of John Wayne in my collection already. So I will have to check and see if any of these are doubles. If they are, they'll go back to charity shop. So it looks like quite a few of these are from the John Wayne collection. So I don't know if that's from the magazines they did. I don't know. But Man from Utah. Got Helltown. I know I definitely got that. This one is covered in dust. This is The Searchers and Chisholm. A lot of these are ringing a bell. So The Star Packer from the John Wayne collection, part 2. Rio Bravo and Cahill United Marshall. It's a 3-pack. The Star Packer, Neath the Arizona Skies, and Lawless Frontier. Then we've got The Lucky Texan, Angel and the Bad Man, Randy Rides Alone, Trail Beyond, Two Rode Together. This isn't a John Wayne, but this is James Stewart, Richard Widmark, and Shirley Jones. And then we've got The Misfits with Clark Gable, Marilyn Monroe, and Montgomery Clift. So some really cool stuff there. Like I said, with the John Wayne stuff, to be honest, actually with all of this stuff, I'm going to have to double check and make sure, fucking dust everywhere, make sure I'm not doubling up on these now. Chances are I probably have, but that's my fault because I've completely forgot about this lot. So let's have a look in the next bag, shall we? So first one I see, I know I've definitely already got because I got it on Blu-ray when HMV were doing a sale ages ago. And that is Elvis Presley, The Searcher. So I do already have that, I know that for sure. And then we've got Master Cuts Legends Elvis, Promised Land. It's the definitive story of Elvis Presley, apparently. I've got a film with Anthony Hopkins. This is brand new, factory sealed. It's got Russell Crowe in as well. See, it's a Hollywood DVD. I love these because it's like older, generally lower budget stuff. And this is Spotswood. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I love the Hollywood DVD stuff. Like that was a lot of the stuff I had as a kid because you get it like really cheap. It's like public domain stuff, I think, a lot of the time. Some Kind of Wonderful. Never seen this either. And we have a film called Recon. This is with the guy who played Bjorn in, that says Alexander Ludwig in Vikings. very good in that. And then we've got Wings of Eagles. Never army film. Never seen this. Looks like it's based in Japan. It's got Joseph Fiennes, so it could be decent. This I'm pretty sure I've got. Cherry Bomb, like 99% sure. Clinic kind of rings a bell now, so maybe. And we've got Psalm, I think it's Psalm 21. Again, looks... Yeah, you find with a lot of these lower budget horrors that the cover and the artwork makes them look really cool, and then you watch the film and it's nothing like it. I watched one just the other night like that. So then we've got Bloodbath, but well, that ain't fucking what it's called at all, is it? Bad Blood. Where the fuck did I get Bloodbath from? I don't know. It's got Abigail Breslin, Sean Bean, and James Purfoy. So cool cast. Don't know what it's like though. Another horror movie with Seth Green, Jeffrey Combs. I really like Seth Green. This is Horror in the Attic. Don't know. Looks interesting. And then the final one of this bag, brand new factory sealed. It's got Aisha Hart and Paddy Considine. Honor. I don't know. I know nothing about it. It's a thriller apparently. BAFTA nominated Sean Khan makes his directorial debut with Honor. What did Sean Khan do? Don't know. Time for the final bag. Manga. So it's cool because I've been getting into my manga a little bit more recently. So yeah, this gives me a bit more to look at. So we've got here, this is Vagabond. Now, I think this has been made into an anime, and if I remember rightly, it's received really good reviews. This is volume 1 of the English edition, and it looks really cool actually. Try to show you just random page. Looks very cool. And for those that don't know, obviously, comic books are read from left to right. Manga is read from right to left. So it's a little bit different, but it's cool nonetheless. And this is Blood on the Tracks, Volume 1. Yeah. I don't know anything about this one. Looks more like a... Well, I don't know. It says it's about a mother loving him and his days pass with placid regularity. Now, I really, really love this TV series, but it ended on a cliffhanger and never got renewed after season 3, I believe. And that is Zoo. So this is from James Patterson, kind of. So it's Michael Ledwidge. Now, I'm pretty sure James Patterson does this thing where he basically adopts writers and then puts his name on stuff to help it sell a bit better. So I think this is more Michael's work. So, but we'll see. I wanted to know how the story ends, so I'm hoping this tells me. If it doesn't, I think there's a sequel. So I will find that as well. So these were as well. So this was 3 for £1 and 50p. So this one I got for 50p. Now I can't remember if I actually already own this film. I've seen it multiple times. I definitely had it on DVD at one point and obviously got rid of that to upgrade it. But I can't remember if I currently own it. So I'll have to check. But this is Schwarzenegger's Predator in 3D. Fantastic movie. Absolutely brilliant movie. And yeah, the same sort of thing underneath. But I thought the slips were actually really cool for it. But yeah, 3D. I don't have a 3D TV, so this is purely just for the movie. These were 3 for £1, as I said. This is I Am Love with Tilda Swinton. I don't know. I feel like there's potential I might already have this, but it wasn't on my tracker, so could be interesting. Then this was really cool to find. So this is starring Colin Firth. It's more of a stage show, I think. Lost Empires. It's got Laurence Olivier in it as well. Pamela Stevenson. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Brian Glover. Do I know anyone else? John Castle. Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about this, but it just looked really, really interesting. And then to rack up the 3 for £1, I got Young Sherlock Holmes. I've never actually seen that. Steven Spielberg present Young Sherlock Holmes. So it'd be interesting to watch this one, but yeah, I've never actually watched this. So. And then I went back to the same Bernardo's a few days later, and they had a slight little refresh of stock. So I got some stuff, again, 3 for £1 or 50p each. So I picked up Hurricane. I've never seen this. Again, it wasn't on my tracker, but I feel like I might already own this, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, I purchased it and was like, well, guess I'll wait and see. But it's got, is it Ian? Is that how you pronounce it? Ian Rian? The guy who plays thingy in Game of Thrones. The absolute dickhead. I can't remember his character's name. It's been a long time. But it looks interesting. And I got Curzon artificial eye release called Williams. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a dramatization, but it could be a documentary. So yeah, I need to I need to check. If it's a documentary, I'll probably get rid of it because I'm not the biggest fan of F1. But if it's a movie, I'll watch it because I like drama. Then we've got Menace to Society. Apparently I don't own this, and I don't think I've ever actually seen this movie. So this will be really, really cool to watch. Obviously a bit of an older movie. I think this came out like the year after I was born. So it'll be good to add this to my collection. And then I got a newer movie called The High Note. It's got Ice Cube in it. That's what sort of drew me to it. Dakota Johnson as well. I don't know. I like my singing movies, so it could be alright. It might not. We shall see. And then I went to, like I said, the St. Peter's Hospice. And there I got a couple of cool movies. So it's got Juliet Stevenson and Alan Rickman. Truly, Madly, Deeply. I will buy anything that I don't own with Alan Rickman because I think he's absolutely fantastic. Very much missed, and yeah, it's good that his legacy can live on in his work. And then I've got this. I got no idea, never heard of it before in my life. James Clavel. It's called Taipan. Apparently it tells the story of rival traders Dirk Strawn and Tyler Brock, who are lured by the prospect of profit beyond measure when they have the chance to exchange opium for Chinese silver. Against this background, the film tells the story of a struggle which ultimately pits father against son, and in which the sensual ways of a woman returns power to one man whilst destroying another. But which of them will become the Taipan? Yeah. Don't know. It's from 1986, a little bit before my time. So yeah, the premise just sounds interesting. And then I was gonna finish there, but then I noticed there was a little box of Christmas stuff that they had started putting out already. I was like, okay, cool, let's have a little look. Because you know me, if you don't know me, I fucking love Christmas. Everything about it. The decorations, the time of year, the food, the drink, the family time, the joy, the snow if we ever get it. I love everything about Christmas. And I've got quite the extensive Christmas movie collection, which I think I should do a video on this year, to be fair. So I picked this up. This is All Nighter Before Xmas from the Penguins of Madagascar. So it's got, I think it's like a collection of episodes. So the All Nighter Before Xmas, Lost Treasure, The Golden Squirrel, The Hoboken Surprise, Miracle on Ice, Wishful Thinking, and Operation Good Deed. So I think they're kind of related to holiday stuff. But yeah, I thought this was just really, really cool. I don't own it. I love the Madagascar films. They're very, very good animated films. The Penguin stuff is good too. And yeah, for 49p, I'm adding that to my Christmas movie collection, and I will watch that at Christmas and enjoy it, no doubt. I just dropped these five were from charity shops. They were all, I believe, from I think they're all from a St. Peter's Hospice, if I remember correctly. So first up, 49p each of these. This is Hardball on DVD. I've never seen it. It's a Keanu Reeves movie I've never seen. Looks like he potentially takes over as a coach on a little league team. Is that what you call it? Baseball? Yeah, I'm not American, so you'll have to advise me on that if you are. But you know, Keanu Reeves, any movies he's in, I will give it a shot because I just think he's a great actor, and yeah, so why not? Then I got this one. So the title on this is a little long, so I'll go with The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared. That is the title of it. Looks like a comedy of some description. I picked it up. It just looked a bit bonkers on the back, like you got the old guy about to hit him with a sledgehammer. I don't know what that's about. This was cool to find. So I watched a series. I finished a complete series last year, and I enjoyed it. It's a really good British comedy. It's really messed up, but it's really good. So I got this. This is the League of Gentlemen's Apocalypse. So I haven't seen this one. I believe this was done a few years after, a lot more recently than the series. So I give it a watch and see. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it if you're looking for British comedies, but it is definitely not for the easily offended. And then I have a Jack Nicholson movie. So it's got Kathleen Turner in as well and Angelica Houston. And that is Prizzy's Honor. Again, I bought this purely because I saw Jack Nicholson and I was like, I've never seen it. It's a Jack Nicholson movie I've never seen. So why wouldn't I buy it? 49p. It's got to be worth a stab. Speaking of stabs, I don't know if this will have stabbing in it, but it looks a bit dark. Stay Alive. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like he's on like an Xbox controller or something. Yeah, it looked a little bit spooky on the back. It's got some eye shit on it. I hate stuff with eyes. It makes my eyes water. So I thought 49p, give it a shot. See what's, you never know. That I purchased off of eBay. Now this one I bought because I needed it to finish off the season. And I was getting through it pretty quick, and I wanted to carry on. So I have watched this already fully, and I love it. And the final season made me tear up, the final episode. And yeah, really, really good show. I know a lot of people were a bit funny with it. I like it. And it's like almost like a Friends for the next generation. And that is The Big Bang Theory, season 12, the final season. I love this show, I do. It was really, really good, and I highly recommend it if you like comedy of any kind. If you enjoyed Friends, then you'll probably like this. If you're slightly nerdy, you'll like this. Really, really cool. Give it a watch. Give it a watch, guys, if you haven't. And then this one, I've been trying to get for a little while. The price on it, for some reason, tended to stay, for whatever reason, quite high. I have the second and the third, but I don't have this one. Well, now I do. And I got it off eBay. It cost me, I think it worked out about £10, including delivery. I was holding out. It's not in the best condition, but for the price, I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And that is Rurouni Kenshin, first one. So this is the live action adaptation of the manga and anime. I've been meaning to watch it. Like I said, I've had number 2 and 3 on steelbook for ages, but I just couldn't get my hands on this one because by the time I got 2 and 3, I got them at like bargain prices. This was obviously long gone. So now I have it. I've got to sort out because whoever owned it first just cut the J card instead of putting it away. So it's got the old glue on it. So I might have to do some restoration bits. But it's a nice looking steelbook and the inside is red. And can I show you the back? No, that glue is oh, okay, the back's like plain. So yeah, so like I say, it's not the best steelbook, but I like the shininess, and it's more for the movie on this one. So yeah, I look forward to seeing this. Now we move to the 4Ks, guys. Okay, so this one I picked up for $9.99 off Amazon. I've got it on DVD. I watched it a long time ago when I was like a kid. I don't think I really appreciated it the way it should have been appreciated, obviously being a kid, and I've never watched it again since. I remember enjoying it and liking it, so I thought I better buy it at $9.99 and give it a rewatch and yeah, see what it's like, because it's still one of the most critically acclaimed animes of all time, and that is Akira on 4K. So this one's put out by Funimation, and I don't know anything about the transfer on it, but I mean, I haven't seen any complaints, so that's always good. But yeah, so I look forward to watching this and diving into that. And then the last 3 titles, guys. So the last 3, like I said, they come from the Warner Brothers store. So make sure, if you haven't, guys, before I just show you these last 3, like the video if you haven't already, and do subscribe to the channel, guys, and comment on what you've seen so far, and let me know if any of it is any good, and what you're picking up these days. So this was back when they were doing the 3 for 30, 3 for £30. I believe it was HMV that was doing it as well, but at the time for whatever reason, I didn't want to spend the money. So I waited, and then Warner Brothers Store, so it's all stars, Warner Brothers Store, their online store, did the offer as well. And then someone nicely put up on one of the Facebook groups I'm in that there was a code as well. So this actually worked out as 3 for £25 delivered. So you can't go wrong at that for 3 4Ks. So the first one here we picked up. Now I've seen the first 2. I know this one gets a little bit of people a bit questionable at the end of it. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. And that is Halloween Ends. So I look forward to watching this. I know, like I said, I know it's a little bit controversial in terms of whether or not it's actually good. I enjoyed the first 2. I say the first two recent ones. I like the original, obviously, as well. It's very good film. So yeah, I look forward to watching this one and seeing if it is as good or as bad as people say. And then I got this one because I do enjoy his other movies. It's from the writer-director Jordan Peele. That is Nope. I've heard good things. I've been meaning to watch it. Just never got around to it. So now I can watch it. It's got a good cast, good director. Like I said, what was the other ones he'd done that I really liked? It's gone right out of my head. Us was really, really good. And what's the other one? I've got it. I've seen it. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember now, but yeah. Anyway, Nope. And then the final one I picked up, again, I've been wanting to see this one for a while. It's directed by the guy's name who I cannot pronounce for the life of me, so we'll call it M. Night Shyamalan. Lama Ding Dong. I don't fucking know. That guy, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. M. Night. That's Cabin at the Woods. No, it's not. It's Knock at the Cabin. Wow, that name messed me up properly now. That is Knock at the Cabin. Knock at the Cabin. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch this one again for a while. It was in the offer, so I thought, why not? And one thing I'm really enjoying at the moment is Dave Bautista. He's a much better actor than a lot of people give him credit for. I think he's probably the best pro wrestling actor. I think he's surpassed Dwayne, The Rock, in terms of his acting ability, purely through doing such a diverse set of movies. So yeah, I think this should be really cool. I don't actually know the full plot, which is nice. I know that these guys turn up at the cabin where a family's staying and they say they got to save the world. That's all I know, so I'm like, okay, I can go into this fresh without any expectations. So brilliant. So this was, let me check, that's St. Peter's Hospice, St. Peter's Hospice, St. Peter's Hospice, St. Peter's Hospice, cool. So, if those not familiar with St. Peter's Hospice, because it is a local charity rather than like a either worldwide or national charity, St. Peter's Hospice is a Bristol-based charity, Southwest, expanded a little bit, which focuses on St. Peter's Hospice care. So it helps families in bereavement and also end of life care. So it's really, really cool, and I love supporting the charities just by buying stuff like this. So yeah, it's always worth looking, guys, because it's twofold, isn't it? Good cause plus bargains. So, and it's good for the planet, recycling, innit? Right, that's my spiel anyway. So yeah, so these were all 49p each, unless they had more than one disc, in which case each disc counts as 50 pence. So I'll show you as I go through. So this one was 49p, and this is Monster Family. I've not seen this. I believe, was this a Sky movie? Or, yeah, Sky Cinema movie. Yeah, I bought it a bit late, really, with, you know, October already being over, so that one will probably wait till next year now. Never know, or maybe in the New Year's. We'll see. This I've been wanting to get for a little while. I've not seen it. I was holding out for the Blu-ray, and then I just haven't bought it yet. So I thought, for 49p, I can watch it, and if I really like it, I can upgrade it. That's Clown. I've heard good things, you know, about a murderous dude. Well, about a dude who turns into a murderous clown. Just, yeah, right up my street, that kind of thing. And then we have a movie called Waitress. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Waitress. Yeah, it's rom-com. Looks interesting. She's been in a ton of stuff. Kerry Russell, is that her name? But yeah, I love these little, like, rom-com things. I always have. You know me, guys. I have a very, very varied taste, shall we say. I like a lot of stuff that people wouldn't normally like, or you'd expect someone to like who likes, like, say, someone who likes really messed up horrors, but also enjoys really sappy rom-com. Midnight Man, Rob Lowe, or is it called Jack Higgins Midnight Man? Yeah, I think it's Jack Higgins Midnight Man. But yeah, it's got Rob Lowe. You know I'm a fan of Rob Lowe. Why wouldn't I pick this up? Never seen it. And it could be good. This one is called Spec. Spec is about a murderer. It says more evil than Bundy and more depraved than Dahmer. So I don't know. Could be good. We have Quicksand. Quicksand, I picked this up purely. It's got Michael Keaton and Michael Caine in. What a duo. What a duo. I didn't even know they did a movie like this together. So for 49p, I'm picking it up. The Red Siren. This one I almost went over. Turns out it's a French film, and it's actually not too bad. it's actually pretty good from what I saw online. So yeah, it looks like a thriller. And then we got box set. So the box set I got was the first season. It was $1.99. First season of Medium. Now, I watched sporadic episodes of this back when I was younger, much younger, but I never watched full seasons. So I ended up a little while ago, which I think is a video on my channel somewhere. I picked up the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh seasons, but I ain't got the first two. So now I've got the first one. I only need season 2. I have added one to my watch list on eBay. That's like £3.50. I could just purchase that, but I'm waiting to see if I possibly find it anywhere. Haven't so far, but we'll see. But yeah, Medium, she talks to spirits to solve crimes, basically. And then the last 2 titles I got were both from a Salvation Army charity shop. These 2 were £1 each, and I've not seen any of them. This is, now is it her or hair? Or I presume it's just pronounced her, like talking about her as in like one of these women. So a really good cast though. Joaquin Phoenix, Amy Adams, Rooney Mara, Olivia Wilde, and Scarlett Johansson. So that is a mental cast. But yeah, I don't actually know what this movie's about. To be honest, when I first saw the cover, like originally, I thought, looking at him, like how he's dressed, I thought, you know, it's about F1 racing. Car racing. It's nothing like that apparently. So I was completely and utterly wrong. So it's always worth having a look. But yeah, so I don't know about this. I presume it's a romance film then, based upon the cast. I don't know. We'll see. And then this was interesting. I've seen this floating around a little bit, but I've never picked up because I didn't actually look into what it was. So this is basically like a crossover movie between a load of fairy tales. It's David Fincher and Spike Jonze presents The Fool. Did any of you ever watch this? Because I had never actually realized what it was. So it says, in a hospital on the outskirts of 1920s Los Angeles, an injured stuntman begins to tell a fellow patient, a little girl with a broken arm, a fantastical story about 5 mythical heroes set in an exotic far-off land thanks to his fractured state of mind and her vivid imagination. The line between fiction and reality starts to blur as the tale advances and takes a sinister, life-threatening turn. It's filmed in 20 countries as well. So, sounds like quite a big undertaking. So, I don't know. It could be really, really good, or it could be really, really weird. It's almost 2 hours long, so yeah. But yeah, £1, same as her, £1 each. You can't go wrong at £1 for a Blu-ray in my eyes. 50p a DVD, £1 for a Blu-ray. You can't go wrong. I mean, sure, you hate the film. Alright, fine. You know not to watch it again. We'll start with this one. So I went to a St. Peter's Hospice charity shop and I got some DVDs. Most were 49p, some were 99p, so I'll show you. You'd think at some point, and if you've seen my other videos, you think at some point I'd stop finding stuff to buy. Not yet, not yet. So the first title I got here, I was really happy to find this actually, because I was looking at this and I was like, do I just want to buy this on 4K? And I thought, I don't know anything about it. So 49p, I found The Fabelmans. So this has only recently just come out. So what this means is that I can watch it 49p, and then if I like it, I can upgrade it at a later date. So I call that a win. For me, it's always a win, because then it means if I don't like it, I'll wait to upgrade till I find it super cheap. Yeah, so for 49p, that's a good deal in my eyes. And this is also a recent one. I don't believe this will ever get 4K, but this is called Assassin Club. Yeah, I don't know. It's got Sam Neill in it, which I thought was cool, and I recognize that guy, but I don't know what he's been in. Oh wait, was that the guy who recently played Snake Eyes? I think it might be. What's his name? Henry Golding. It could be that guy. But yeah, it looked interesting. Recent movie. This was 99p because it's brand new and factory sealed. It's an older movie called Chuck and Buck. Some kind of comedy I've never heard of. That guy has been in a ton of stuff. Usually as like a side part. So be interesting to see how he stands as a main character. Yeah, so it charts a story of 2 boyhood friends who grew apart as adults, brought together again at the funeral of Buck's mother. Stark difference in their lives are brought to the fore. Okay, cool. Sounds interesting. And then we had this one, was 99p because it was also factory sale. That is The Occupation, a movie obviously about during World War II. After a grueling escape to the Ukrainian countryside, a young Jewish girl steals her Christian best friend's identity and finds refuge in a small village. And it keeps going. Okay, cool. And then we've got this one. I picked it up because it had Donald Sutherland in and Brendan Fraser. For 99p, we got Younger and Younger. So there's obviously going to be quite a young Brendan Fraser in this. So yeah, I picked it up purely because of the names. And this one I picked up because it just sounded stupid and interesting. It's called The Plumber. So this is about the plumber who comes around and does a job and then traps the customer in their own house. Yeah. And subjects them to mental torment. So yeah, sounds interesting, doesn't it? For 99p, I give it a shot. And then 49p, Nevada Smith. Western I've never seen with Steve McQueen. I love a good Western. I really like Steve McQueen as well. So there we go, 49p gives me the best of both right there. So the next lot I got from Bernardo's charity shop. Some of these were 50p each or 3 for £1. Some of them were priced individually. So I will show you. So this one was individual. This is called Mad Money. Again, I've never seen this, but it's got a really good cast. You got Diane Keaton, you got Queen Latifah, Katie Holmes, you got Ted Danson as well. So yeah, it looks like a comedy I'd enjoy. And this one as well, I think this is a more recent one as well. Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson in The Hustle. Again, never seen it. I enjoy Anne Hathaway. I think she's a very, very good actress. And yeah, it looks like a comedy based around cons. And someone getting ripped off. So, and we have Dangerous Beauty, set in 16th century Venice. Again, looked interesting. It's got that dude out of Knight's Tale, main bad guy. And we've got Till the Clouds Roll By. Yeah, again, I didn't know what this was. I know it's a musical, but I picked it up because I was looking at the cast. It's got Robert Walker, Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, Tony Martin, Lucille Bremer, Mary Nash, Van Johnson. So really, really cool cast. So I was like, well, why not? I enjoy a good musical. That's what I say about my taste being varied, guys. The Entity looks like a movie potentially about aliens, maybe sci-fi, maybe. A Good Woman. Everyone needs a good woman. Helen Hunt, Scarlett Johansson, and Tom Wilkinson. Yeah, again, picked up for the cast. And then I got Festive. They had some Christmas movies out, so I picked up some I don't believe I have in my collection. I need to double check on a couple of these, but I'm pretty sure I haven't got these. So we've got Get Santa. This with Jim Broadbent, Raph Spall, and Warwick Davis. The Night Before Christmas. So this is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. The night before Christmas. The night before Christmas is Christmas Eve. So the night before Christmas is, yeah, Christmas Eve. I know, it's going to be some sort of Hallmark type movie. I like them at Christmas. They're nice to watch. And then I picked up this one. This was £1. This is the Christmas Nutcracker. Now, I've got a few different Nutcracker movies, but this one's got Brian Cox in, and I don't think I have this. So I don't know. Just got to double check. So then I've also got the Nutcracker. So a different Nutcracker film. This one's got a young Ellie Fanning in it. Nathan Lane, Richard E. Grant. So again, you know, notable people. But again, I don't believe I've seen this one. So I look forward to watching it. I got a few different Nutcracker movies now to watch. And then this one I picked up. Some of you are going to judge me horribly for this. Which, that's fine. You can judge me. It's not a problem. But I loved this show when I was a kid. And I think I watched this when I was a kid. I think this was probably made before I was born. And that is the Care Bears, the Nutcracker. Yes, and I've just realized it is Region 1. So I haven't got my Region 3 player, so I'll have to see if it still works. Hopefully. If not, I'll just wait till next year. But yeah, Care Bears, Nutcracker. You know, these types of films, they're just nice to put on while you wrap presents. That's what I like to do. When I'm wrapping presents, I like to put a really, like, corny Christmas animation on so I can watch that. It's really cool. Right, so I also picked up from the same store. I got 2 Blu-rays off them as well. So these Blu-rays were part of 3 for £1 as well. so that's quite handy. I almost picked this up on 4K the other day. So Ad Astra, Brad Pitt space movie. Never seen it. I look forward to watching that one. And then this, I thought I had this, but according to my app, I don't have this. So maybe I don't have this, and I thought I did. Saying that, I can't remember watching it. The Big Short, yeah. So Wall Street movie. Wall Street, is that the right term? It's about the US bank fraud. Anyway, I've got that now, so if I find it in my collection later, I'm going to be annoyed. And then the final thing I got, guys, was 2 TV seasons. They're both BBC TV series. They were £4 each. Now, that's normally in a charity shop. It's more than I generally pay. But I was like, you know what? They're quite cool, and there's only like 1 more season, I think. So I get them, and then it looks cool. So that is Robin Hood, the first season. It looks quite cool. And what I really like is, look at this. Look at that slit. I wish more places would put more care into it. It's a see-through slit with a little bit of artwork on it. How cool does that look? But yeah, £4 for season 1 and £4 for season 2, which also has the slit. So yeah, I thought, why not? It looks like a cool series. I don't know what year this was. This is 2008, so 15 years ago. Okay, so I would have been 17 when this came out, I think. Yeah, so I was definitely doing other stuff at the time. Yeah, so really cool. Like I said, more than I normally pay, but because it was in a charity shop and it seemed alright, so I got on matching spines, which is nice. Let's go with the charity shops first. That's how we do it here. So I got these 2. These 2 were from a St. Peter's Hospice. DVDs, one was 49p and one was 99p. So for 49p, I got One True Thing. Don't know anything about this. I picked this up purely for the cast because it's got 2024, right? And I still can't talk. It's got William Hurt, Renee Zellweger. Okay, it's got Meryl Streep as well. It's just, it looks really cool. So for 49p, I picked it up. And then I picked up this one brand new and sealed. The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. I was like, okay, looks interesting. It's got Jeff Daniels in. I like Jeff Daniels. And then I was like, there's some blue looking genie type, maybe Arabian dude. I don't really know. I was like, okay, could be different, could be interesting. We'll see. And then from there, we went to Bernardo's children's charity. So I got 3 for £1, and I also pay £1.50 for something else. So the 3 for £1. So we got Asylum Escape with Dominic. What was his last name? Purcell? I don't know. I can't remember. It's covered by the sticker. Purcell. I think it's Purcell. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a cheap B movie. I like him though. Good actor. And then these were some Christmas movies. So these were bought before Christmas. So if you believe, never seen it. I was like, well, add it to the Christmas collection. And then we got Nativity Rocks, which I haven't seen this one. And then for £1.50, they had the Nativity 3-pack. Now, I thought I had the Nativity movies, but on my app doesn't tell me I've got these. So, like, for £1.50, I'll pick it up. I know I've definitely seen the first 2, so maybe. And then I got a whole pile of stuff here. So, I got 9 titles here. This was from the Cancer Research charity shops. They do 5 for £1, but I could only find 9. And I was like, well, I don't just want to get some I don't want. So I was like, just charge me extra for that. That's fine. This one, I feel like maybe I've got already, but again, it wasn't on my app. This is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. That sounds like something I'd enjoy being. Although potato peels aren't my favourite thing. I prefer the actual potato. Then we got a horror movie called Rome, Sweet Rome. It looks like some cheesy B-movie horror from back in the day. So again, could be interesting. Then we got The Last Dragon. I like dragon movies. I have a few. A lot of them are B-movies. That's fine. Steve Coogan in The Alibi. I like Steve Coogan. Funny actor. Yeah, I've never seen this one. The Sense of an Ending. Again, it had an interesting cast, but I've never seen it. So I was like, well, for the price, I give it a go. Never Christmas movie. Deck the Hall. It's nice to see a Christmas movie that I've never seen. So I found a couple recently. A dog movie. No Bristolian Dave update would be complete without a dog movie. This is called Bingo. Bingo was his name-o. Yeah, cool. Walk All Over Me. Looks like some dominatrix type thing. I don't know. Interesting. And then something called Don't Ring the Doorbell. It looks like an ape on the front. a chimpanzee, maybe a horror movie, psychological thriller, it says. I don't know, but it looked interesting. I mean, for £5 you're not gonna grumble. Now this final lot of stuff was the Anime Unlimited sale stuff, so really cool stuff here. So the first two titles, so these were well, all of this was £15 each, but buy one get one free, so it makes them £7.50 each. And I was like, for anime, that's a good price, because anime is notoriously expensive to buy on physical media, and a lot of the time it doesn't come down in price. So when they do a sale like this, I'm always quick to jump on it. So we've got, this is Sword Art Online, and I'm gonna butcher this. Is Alicization, War of Underworld. Alicization. Well, I'll let you look at it. With the camera focus. It won't. Alicization. Alicization. Yeah, so this I believe is like series 4, so I got part 1 and part 2, which makes up the entire series. Yeah, so I think 23 episodes. I think this is series 4 of Sword Art Online. And to go with that, I should have showed this one before. Sword Art Online Alicization. But this isn't the War of the Underworld, this is just Alicization. So this is series 3, I believe. So I only need series 2. I've watched series 1. I thought it was very good. Need to watch series 2, but I haven't got it yet. I do have Crunchyroll, but I don't think it's on there. Yeah, so this is the 3rd series. And then I picked this up because this looked really cool. This is called King's Game. So this is the whole series. It's 12 episodes. It just looked cool. I don't know what it's about. Looks like it's based in a school, maybe? Yeah. Anyway, look, it looked interesting. So I thought, well, I'll get that and I'll pair it with Patama Inverted. You know, pronouncing these names with Bristolian accent just makes it harder. I'm holding it upside. I'm really confused. Oh, I think that's the right way. Yeah. It's just I look at the back and then that's upside down, but that's the right. What are they doing to me? Yeah, it looks like an interesting movie. And I love myself an anime movie. There's some fantastic anime movies. This looked really cool. This is Terror in Resonance. So this is about a group of young, I think, teens maybe, who become terrorists, essentially. So it's told from, I believe, the terrorist point of view. I might be wrong on that, correct me if I am. But just look, I watched a trailer and it looked really good. And the final two, I got Full Metal Panic, Invisible Victory. Because I've got all the others. Not got around to watching them yet. So now I have all of it. I can watch all of it. And then this one looked really cool. It's a different kind of anime. This is called Megalobox. Again, I watched the trailer and it looked really cool. It's a complete series, only 13 episodes. But it looked really cool. It's boxing anime. You don't get too many of them. If you stuck around that far, thanks. Appreciate it. So yeah, that was a super mega haul. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, let me know, guys, down in the comments what you thought. I'll leave a couple of videos up here, probably a playlist of other media collection updates, and let's say whatever YouTube recommends you go watch on my channel. Check it out, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Leave a comment. And I will be with you very soon. Cheers, me babbers.